It's time for an F1 Fiesta in Mexico. Lights out, and we're racing in Mexico City. Perfect start for Max Verstappen, who's going to breeze through to the lead ahead of Carlos Sainz. Lando Norris is right there as well. It's wheel to wheel between Verstappen and Sainz into turn one. Sainz is coming back, and it's a crash further back, and it's one of the RBs. I think it's Yuki Tsunoda who has gone into the barriers after getting hit by, I believe it was Alex Albon in the Williams. But a great start though for Max Verstappen. Carlos Sainz has went off the track, but he's given the position back to Verstappen. Verstappen leads ahead of Sainz on the first lap of 71 here as the two Mercedes go side by side. This is what happened to Yuki Tsunoda, very close to colliding with Alex Albon, trying around the outside of him, then gets hit by him, and he goes round into the wall and out of the race. So yep, that brings out the safety car, and it was Alex Albon who collided with Yuki Tsunoda. Let's take a look at what happens to Alex Albon in a... Oh dear. The front left suspension of Alex Albon's Williams has been broken after colliding with Yuki Tsunoda. Verstappen is leading, but look at Sainz. He's gaining on Verstappen. He's going for it on Verstappen. Standing into turn one. Carlos Sainz takes the lead on the Mexico City Grand Prix. Clobbers over the curb, but he hangs on to the lead ahead of Max Verstappen. Carlos Sainz, the man who started on pole, has regained the lead ahead of Max Verstappen. This is really, really close now. Sainz is still leading. Verstappen's right there, and Norris is right there, and Norris is going to go for it on Verstappen. The two, the championship rivals side by side, and Max Verstappen has pushed Lando Norris off. It's just like Austin last weekend. Verstappen and Norris once again coming together. Sainz is out in the lead as Verstappen sends it again on Norris, and they're both off the road. They're both off. And Charles Leclerc says thank you very much. What is going on out there between these two title rivals? Verstappen and Norris have together again. Verstappen has forced Norris off not once, but twice. Wow, what a controversial moment. Forced Norris off. I wonder if he's going to get a penalty for that. Verstappen absolutely sent it on Norris, and he's going to take the blame. And we are looking at the stewards are giving a 10-second time penalty to Max Verstappen. We go with Lewis Hamilton and George Russell spotting for 5th place at the moment, and George Russell goes right round the outside of Lewis Hamilton, and the two Mercedes have swapped places. Russell up to 5th, Hamilton 6th, and Magnussen is behind the two. That is Fernando Alonso out of this race, and the man who was making his 400th Grand Prix this weekend, well, this is not the way to end it. Perez sending it to the inside of Liam Lawson into the sequence of corners. Perez has forced Lawson off, and Perez has been forced off by Lawson. These two drivers fighting for a Red Bull future have collided. You okay? I think so, Checo. Perez is under intense pressure. Here comes Lance Stroll now, looking to make a move round the outside of Perez. Perez tries to defend. Stroll round the outside, and he gets forced off by Perez. Comes back on and nearly collides with Perez. Deary me, Perez and Red Bull are having an insane race. Max Verstappen to have a 20 seconds loss of time in the pit box. This is really hurting Max Verstappen's race, and possibly his championship lead. This is going to be Oscar Piastri sending Pierre Gasly down the inside goes Piastri, and the Australian got through on the Frenchman. Piastri up into the points. Here we go again with Oscar Piastri, gaining on Nico Hulkenberg, and he's going to send it to the inside. Oscar Piastri up into 8th place for McLaren. He's looking good for the team in Papaya. Zach Brown looking into the pit wall, hoping that that's even closer to Charles Leclerc. Oh, Leclerc's off! Leclerc's off! What a save from Charles Leclerc! He's lost 2nd place, but my word, how did he not crash into the wall? That was the save of the season for Charles Leclerc. He got into the dirty part of the corner and just lost it many times. just avoided a wall, but my word, Charles Leclerc, how did he not collide with that wall? That was an incredible save. And Lando Norris, as we run on board of him, says thank you very much, and that is crucial in his fight for the championship. It looks like Lewis Hamilton might be close enough to get past Russell here for fourth place. I don't think Russell is going to hang on to it much longer. Here comes Hamilton, looking to go round the outside of George Russell. There he goes, and Lewis Hamilton gets past George Russell. And the man who's heading off to Ferrari next year gets past the man who's staying with Mercedes, and Hamilton fourth, ahead of his teammate 5 races. This is going to be Lee and Franco Colapinto. What's going to happen here? Oh dear! Colapinto gives some damage.
It might be debris at turn 12. Are you going to do the same medium for the crash?
Yep, it was indeed Checo. This smooth operating Spaniard has dominated this race all the way through. The man heading to Williams next year is going to join that team as a 2-time winner for the first time ever in his Formula One career. He heads into the stadium section for the final time and into the Foro Sol for one more time. And the man who started a pole has taken the victory today. Carlos Sainz wins the Mexico City Grand Prix, and Ferrari overtake Russell's championship. They are not out of this fight for the Constructors' Championship. It's very much for not only the constructors but the drivers as well, as Lando Norris second. And we wait to see what Charles Leclerc does to take the fastest lap on the final lap and get more points for Ferrari. Round the final corner, does Leclerc get the fastest lap? He does! Charles Leclerc gets the fastest lap and comes home in third.
This masterclass, Carlos. Dominant weekend. Un mastino. Good job. Yes. Make a good weekend, Carlos. Thank you. Oh, this feels good.
Carlos Sainz making it a second win of the season for the first time in his career, and Ferrari are right there in the Constructors' Championship battle. Lando Norris has gained 10 crucial points. He's still in the champion fight, and with just 4 Grand Prix and 4 sprints to go, it's game on for both World Championships. We'll see what happens in Brazil in 7 days' time.